all by myself. Hey guys and girls, what's up and how's it going? Welcome back to some more Tekkit with myself, Lewis. Yes, we're here on the server, the 60-day awesome server of Tekkitness, and we're currently on day 4. I'm doing some prep work before the live stream because we're live streaming tonight, although this video will be a few days ago. So for those of you that made it along to the live stream, hope you enjoyed it, and you probably saw some spoilers for some upcoming episodes as well. So yeah, defo benefit for coming along. So good times, and I'm hoping to be doing some mistcrafting tonight, which should be, you know, pretty fun. I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm currently cooking up some taters, and we're going to go sort some bits out today because I want to get some power for the farm. You know, it's good having all the animals and we've got Roger and whatnot, but if we're going to start doing some real mass producing before we go into space to go fight the aliens, we're going to need to make sure that we've got, you know, we're going up on a full stomach. I wouldn't want Nemsun going up without his sausages or without his levers and things, so I got to look after him that way. And the best way to do this is probably with some Mine Factory Reloaded. I think that's the best way in this mod pack to be able to do any of your automation of farming. Now, we do need power, and when we decided to do this little series, the main thing was to try and show you guys, and have fun at the same time, the best ways to do stuff. So finding early game power is one of the things that people need to know. They need to know the best way to find early game power in the Tekkit 1.6.4 mod pack. And if you haven't been watching Nemsun's videos, I'm pretty sure he's already covered it, but I'm going to go through it today with you as well. So the main thing is to get yourself some steam turbines and some aqueous accumulators. Oh yeah. Now there are many ways to get power in this, and this way can pretty much serve you throughout the whole of your Tekkit life because it's kind of overpowered in a way. You'll find in most mod packs it's been patched. The new versions of Mine Factory Reloaded don't actually allow you to do this anymore, but as the Tekkit 1.6 pack is slightly old, it hasn't been patched, so it still works. And even though it's quite overpowered, it's still there, so it means we can use it, right? So this is probably the best way to get early game power. Now you can make the setup a lot smaller than this, but I want it to look kind of nice. So I've dug all this out, I've made it look a little bit funky, you know, add to the general aesthetic of the farm and the build. So we're going to go ahead and do it. So first thing we need is some aqueous accumulators from thermal expansion. Yes, and these guys are going to go somewhere around here. So let's go and plug them in. And the first one I think I want about here. Around here? Yeah, around here. There we go. So the first one can sit down there. So let's go and pop it in. And these guys, if you don't know what they do, they're going to go ahead... Oh, it needs to be a little bit higher than that. These guys are going to go ahead and they're going to take water source blocks from the sides of them, and they're going to make lots of water inside. So they need a little bit next to them for them to work, but what they're going to do is they're going to suck it up and do all that. Now you can place these anywhere that's got a water source on either side, or just one source or no sources if you leave them just by themselves. So if I just put one down like that, it will fill up with water. It will just take a really long time to do it. Whereas if I put a source block here, it would do it a lot faster. If I did it here, it would be even faster. So, you know, they're kind of cool. And it means that you don't need much. So it's basically infinite water, which is great. So let's go and throw down our second one, which we're going to pop right there. And our third one, we're going to pop right there. Yeah, I'm going to do 3 because 3's cool. Yeah, looks good, doesn't it? And I'm going to put down some of these glass paints. You know, I was thinking of a good way to do this. I wanted to try and make it look a little bit nice. And I generally don't do aesthetic builds when it comes to Minecraft. I'm not that good. But since I've been playing with Nemsun and he's all into making his things look nice, I kind of feel like I have to try. So I'm going to put these down, and I think it's going to look a little bit nice. You know, it adds a nice bit of... You can still see the water under there, which is kind of important because I want that to be able to be seen. Oh, come here. Come here. There we go. I want it to still be able to be seen, and I think overall, because I'm going for like a kind of little mini dock type approach, it looks kind of nice. Yeah, I'm impressed with it. I think it looks good. The woods are nice, and having the bits around there. I've gone and bought myself some oak wood slabs, because I'm going to put those down in a minute as well, because I think they're going to make it look pretty nice as well. But to have this little open area here, you know, you go on those boats, don't you? And you always see those open water boats where you can see all the stuff underneath. I love those type of things, and seeing all the squids under there swimming around, and if we had carp or mackerel, you'd probably see those guys. It just looks really cool, doesn't it? So if you can add that to a splash of technology, Oh, even better. Even better. You see a little squid down there going around. So there we go. We've got our aqueous accumulators laid down. The next thing is to bring the water up. So they're going to go get all the water for us. We need to move it. So I've got some thermal expansion fluiducts. Yes. And I've also got myself my steam turbines. So next thing is we're going to go and connect these up to our aqueous accumulators. And we're going to pump them through. So if we go down under here, and we're probably going to have to knock a little bit of this away. So let's dig this away. There we go. And we're going to break these blocks here. Cool beans. I'm going to need to go get a bit of air. I don't want to go dying just yet. It would be kind of uncool. So we'll get rid of these guys. There we go. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. And I've made myself like a little tunnel under there to be able to do all my stuff. So we're not too bad. There we go. Oh, Jeebus, can I get some air anytime soon? I think it needs to be on the side to be able to do that, doesn't it? Does it need to be on the side to do that? Is that how the little trick works, or did they get rid of it? Let's have a little look. Ah, there we go. Alright, I'll have to remember that. So let's break this last one. Cool beans. I'm going to do the little trick so that I get my air back. Ba-bam, ba-bam. And we're going to go and connect these up from the bottom. Now, you can connect them up from pretty much any side. It doesn't really make a difference. I'm not too sure if you can do it from the front, so you'll have to check that. But once you've got connected up, they're going to send all of the water through these areas here. Let me get some air back. Thank you very much. And we're going to bring it down this way. Sorry, Mr. Squid, it's not your day, because I'm going to have to get you to move if you don't mind. Thank you very much. So let's bring it down here and into here. And this is my little cubby hole that I made for our tubage, because it's going to go underneath and it's going to come up onto the little kind of dock to the side of the stairs. Oh, look at this squid, he's going everywhere. So we'll bring up this way, we'll have one come along here, I think, and let's put some tubes up first. So we'll do that, and we'll do that, and that, and that, and that. And is that connecting to that one? It is, good. So there's those two, they're connected. We can bring that like that. And we've got another two holes over here, so let's do this. We'll connect this guy along. Sometimes it's nice to leave your cables underground. Sometimes it's nice to make them actually be visible. Sometimes I do actually quite enjoy having my like cables and things visible. I think it looks kind of nice, you know. Sometimes you want to give it that whole technical view, don't you? I know Nemsun in his factory is going for that whole kind of techie type style, where all of the stuff's showing and there's bits and bobs everywhere. It does look pretty cool, doesn't it? So there we go. We've got these guys coming up, and we can see from Whaler that hopefully we're going to be able to get some water going into these guys anytime soon. Yeah, there we go. Fluid water. Cool. So now we want to get our guys that are going to make the power for us. So we'll grab our steam turbines from Mine Factory Reloaded, and we're going to go and pop these guys on top. There we go. And like I say, you can do this so much smaller if you really want to. I'm just doing it for aesthetic pleasings. You could just put these guys on top of these, or even if you wanted to, you could put them to the sides of it, because it will still pull in the water from the back and the bottom. So you can do it like that and have a load of them down here. But we're making it look a little bit pretty. So there is that. We've got these guys. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use some leadstone of these energy wires like this to go ahead and grab all the power for them, our leadstone energy conduits. And that's going to go and take the power out of these guys. So like I said before, you can't really do this in many newer mod packs because it's been patched. The only way to get these to work in newer ones is by actually putting steam into them via something like a calcinator or an actual steam turbine. But with this mod pack, you can actually put water into it, which is kind of cool, and it gives you a buttload of energy, like tons, absolutely tons. MJs, RFs, loads. So there we go. Those guys have their water going into the bottom of them. They're producing their powers. They're looking pretty good to go. So we're going to feed the wires through here, I think, and let's go into my secret little room over here. Here we go. And I got myself a hollow stone brick cover because I'm going to be using this to try and make it look a little bit funky. So let's go and throw that guy, if I can get this just right there. And we'll bring this through here. So it should look a little bit cleaner. Yeah, that looks a little bit cleaner. we'll grab our energy cells. So all this is from thermal expansion if you don't know what it is. And these guys are basically big old batteries. Now they're the cheapest source of batteries. There are a couple of different versions, but these are the cheapest ones. If I show you in here, we have a little gander. We have ourselves the regular energy cells, which are the leadstone. Then we move on to the hardened. Then we go all the way up to the redstone energy cells, which are the regulars, and onto the really expensive ones, which are the resonant energy cells. All of these have a higher input and output. So these are 80 RF per tick, which can be minimized like that. But the other guys actually have a higher amount of this as well, which is kind of cool. But now that we've got our wire in there, it's going to start filling that one up. Let's go and connect all of these guys as well. There we go. So they're all getting their power. We can see this slowly starting to go up. And these are going to basically sit here, fill up, and just wait for it to be used. So in next episodes, the next few episodes, we're going to go and we're going to set up some harvesters and things like that, some ranchers, some cryo thingamabobs from Mine Factory Reloaded, so we can start automating all of our farms. But for now, we've got a nice decent amount of power getting added up, and it's basically free because it's running off of water. So what not to like about free energy? You know, it doesn't cost anything. And I'm actually going to throw these down because I wanted to try and make this look a little bit nice, and I think having this raised is just, you know, adding that little extra touch. You can make something look good, but if you want to make it look really good, you got to add that little extra bit, whether it's adding some of the types of cut blocks from the forged micro parts. You know, you got to add a little bit of something, and I think this adds that little something. Just having that a little bit raised just looks a little bit nicer. I think it does. Yeah, looks pretty cool, I think. My little power dock, if that's what you want to call it. So there we go, guys. So we've got the water coming in from our aqueous accumulators being sucked up. You can see it all in here, and then going out through our fluid ducts underground through our little cubby hole, coming up through the bottom of there, going into our steam turbines, where they're being filled up with water, creating energy, and that energy is then being pulled out via our leadstone energy conduits into our leadstone energy cells, and you can see them all filling up nicely. They've even got this cool little thing on the front. Just the light slowly comes up as they fill up. Doesn't it look cool? There we go, guys. That's going to be that for today's episode. I think a shorter one, because I want to get ready for the live stream tonight. I'm pretty pumped and pretty excited to be getting on with that. We're going to go into Mistcraft Ages, run around, try and find some pages, hopefully found some diamond pages, you know. And the ultimate goal is to make the perfect mining age so that we can show you guys the best way to get materials in Tekkit. We've done power, so best way to make early game power. Let's look at the best way to get early game materials, and then we'll start working towards our NASA HQ and space station and rockets away. Oh yeah. Cool beans, guys. I'll see you soon for a little bit more. If you made it to the live stream, thank you, and I hope you're enjoying the series. Have a good one, and goodbye.